Hey Aries, so we got a reading for you today. So before we get started, I just want to say that I'm doing all the zodiac signs this week, and then I'm gonna do that thing again where the video that gets the most likes, the sign that gets the most likes will get a bonus reading. So if you enjoy this video, if it resonates, if you like it, make sure you let me know, and that way your sign has a chance to win, right? So this will be a general reading. I say, like, if the sun doesn't resonate for you, maybe check your moon, rising, Mercury, Mars, or Venus. I just find that different readers just they end up getting different placements for me. So feel free to check other placements and see where I resonate for you. And if I don't resonate for you this week, maybe try again, or maybe there's just I'm not your reader. It's possible I just didn't grab your energy this week because, like I said, it is general reading, but up to you. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started on Aries. I'm going to do a spread that will have like a final outcome thing. It's like a version of the Celtic Cross. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and do advice just in case you don't like the outcome, what you can do to avoid the outcome if this isn't what you want. Okay, so for the major arcana that's current for you, you got the World. So right now you're in a situation where you're kind of deciding where you want to go. You're kind of wrapping things up, tying up loose ends, just being like, okay, maybe getting that closure, just being like, okay, what did I learn? What lessons did you learn before you go on your next journey, and kind of deciding what the next journey you want to embark on will be. You could have been dealing with a Capricorn or Aquarius. It could also be in your chart. So for the challenges, you got the Ten of Swords. So you could be really afraid of repeating the same cycle again and just really feeling defeated and not really wanting to go through that same shit again. So I think that's kind of why you're still in this space of like, before you move on, make sure you learn everything that you need to learn, because you're just like, oh, it's like you're scared to move on because you're scared to be in this situation again. So that's kind of what's keeping you from actually going back to the Fool and embarking on a new adventure, basically. So as far as the influences or what's driving you right now, you got the Chariot. So this is very important right now. It's kind of conflicting energy, but you're still moving forward, and it's just kind of like, okay, I'm moving forward, and I feel this sense to move forward, but what's the purpose? What's my purpose? What's the goal? Like, there's this state of like pondering where you want to go. It's like you need to take steps forward, but you're just trying to find the destination where you actually want to go to right now. Okay, so with the past, you have the Queen of Wands, which is an Aries card. Oh, I forgot to say the Chariot was a Cancer card, in case you have it in your chart or you were dealing with it. But with the Queen of Wands, in the past, you were very sure of yourself, really in your power. And I think this is why you're so shaken up right now, whatever, I don't know. But the point is, you were in your power and you were very sure. So the fact that something had to come to an end that you were so sure about and felt so stable in and was so passionate about, that's kind of that's why it's such a problem. That's why you feel so defeated, because you felt so sure about it. So for the goals, you have the Hangman. It's a Pisces card, but I think you're trying to see through the deceptions right now. You're trying to see what you didn't see before, and you're trying to come to an understanding. Kind of like I previously said, you're just really taking time and trying to see all the perspectives and understand why you're in the position you're in. So you're kind of purposely taking your time in this world energy. You're really being cautious, but this is what you want to do. You want to understand everything and see all the angles. That way you can see it in the future. This kind of has this like, I'm sick of being fooled energy. So before I embark on another energy or on another journey, I want to make sure I can see all of that shit. Like, and I understand other people, because you may try to understand other people by putting them in your shoes instead of you being in their shoes. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and move forward. Okay, so in the near future, you have the Page of Cups. So I know you're kind of taking your time right now, but you may just end up in this opportunity where you want to make that offer, where you want to communicate how you feel, where you're like, I like you, like, let's see what this is. You know what I mean? Or someone else may make that offer to you and you're thinking about taking it. Like, you're kind of, there's a little bit of an excited energy on that, which may be kind of hard on you because of this current energy that you're in with this like feeling really defeated and unsure energy here. So let's go ahead and go to the next position. Next position is about you and what approach you're taking to this current situation, to the problem you're having. And with the Sun card, it's kind of like I've been saying this whole time. You've been really, there's an element of trying to illuminate everything that you didn't understand before. So there is that illumination part of this, but there's also that just trying to make yourself happy and find your own happiness right now. And there's this sense of like independence here as well. The Sun is a Leo card, so it could have been dealing with a Leo. Page of Cups is a water in general card, but which reminds me, we did have a Pisces, so Pisces and water. But anyway, well, there's also Cancer. Anyway, that signs don't really matter that much. It's just in case it resonates, throw it out there. But I don't know why timing techniques are wanting to pop out, and it didn't want to pop out until the Sun card. So this would have been a past thing. Like maybe something happened during Leo season for you. That may just be for some of you. I don't really like timing cards because I kind of see when something will happen being when the energy is right for it more than being like I can predict the date by using these cards. But there could have been some sort of event during Leo season, so like late late July to early August, like August 22nd, I think. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get to the next position. So in the environment or outer influences, you got the Four of Swords. So I just kind of see that as like people are telling you, okay, you need to rest. Like you're hitting that a lot. You need to rest. You see how like battle damaged you are. You see how bruised you are. You need to rest. Like there's a lot of that going on. Or maybe you just see people as saying that to you. That may be the impression they're giving, or they could be literally saying that to you. But let's go ahead and move on. So in the hopes and fears position, you got the Temperance card. So I see that as your hopes, you're hoping that you can get into a situation that's more compromising. Maybe you were in a situation with someone who was like, it's my way or the highway, and you're kind of used to having to adjust to other people, and you're like, well, you know, I would like it to be my way too. Like I'm trying to be considerate of you, so I would like it if you were considerate of me too, type of thing. With the fears, it's kind of the reverse of that. You're kind of fearful of getting into that again. You're kind of like, am I gonna not make am I gonna make a decision out of passion instead of making one from a grounded frame of mind? You know, you could be dealing with a Sagittarius or having your chart with that. Doesn't have to be, just throwing out the sign associated with that. Now let's go ahead and get into the final outcome. Okay, so in the final outcome, you have the King of Pentacles. This, to me, is telling me that, you know, you're going to be okay. Like, even if you have to cut out a few situations, even if you have to run through a few offers, or even if the next offer is a good one, you're going to be okay because you kind of, after all this evaluation, like, you may be, like, going through the trenches, like, really just digging through your trauma, like, going through a lot of pain here, but you're going to be okay. You see what you want, and you're more focused on that. You kind of have more of a grounded essence to you now, and you're just kind of like, I want passion, but I need to reel it back in and make sure that it's sustainable. So you are in that energy, or you're moving towards that energy. So I don't know that this is something that you wouldn't want, but in my mind I was like, okay, advice if you want this outcome and advice if you want to avoid this outcome. So I'm still going to do it. I don't know if you would want to avoid this outcome, but yeah. Advice if you want this outcome. We got the Six of Cups. To me, that's saying don't pull back your energy, right? You don't have to be. It's not the Ten of Cups. It's not like giving your all to someone. It's still kind of a friendly energy, but it's still giving. It's still nurturing, and it's just like don't become the person that you're trying to avoid. Don't. I'm saying that. Well, no, no, no. This is okay. Don't become the person you're trying to avoid because like you don't want that person who just takes and takes because like you get a little bit, you get excited, and then you just give them like a whole ass buffet whenever they just gave you an appetizer, right? Like you're don't become that person just because you're trying to be more aware of the energy exchange. Like still be that giving, loving, passionate person you are. But like I still feel like this is encouraged, like that grounded approach. It's just don't become selfish with your energy and resources, you know? Don't be afraid. It's more of don't be afraid to share them. Don't be afraid to give. Don't be afraid to, because if it doesn't work out, it doesn't. But don't be like, I can't give to them because what if they're selfish? Well, that's how you'll find out, right? Are they going to match your energy or not? Okay, I know I said I was going to do a if you don't want this, but even this card just to me is like you want this outcome because like even if it's not a relationship that you're wanting, even if you're wanting to shift your focus, because this does kind of have like relationship energy to me. Even if you want to focus your energy more on like business or your career, this approach is still good. Having that more grounded and reasonable approach, like you can still have that fire. I don't think you'll ever get rid of that passion and youthfulness that Aries has, but it's just like this more analytical of the situation and seeing it for what it is, and more of a grounded approach. It's just helpful to you in the long run. So sorry, I know I said I was gonna do a what if you didn't want this outcome, but the outcome you're kind of a test on this. So it's like the outcome ended up like I think I'll only do that if the outcome's something that could be seen as negative. So anyway, I think we're gonna go ahead and in the energy, in the reading there, energy, in the reading there. Oh, I forgot to mention King of Pentacles is Virgo energy, but we're gonna end the reading there. Thank you guys for watching, and remember to like the video if you enjoyed it.